Hello friends, welcome once again to Tech Cyber channel. If you're new to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, like, and share the video for me. So we all know the month of October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. It's prudent that from the camp of Tech Cyber, I bring out a video, an awareness video. So for today, I'm going to talk about phishing, right? Phishing, which is an attack. Now, phishing is under the umbrella of social engineering. So when we say social engineering, it's a non-technical way cyber criminals or bad actors try to find, devious ways to gather some sensitive information from individuals unknowingly. So they find a way to lure individuals to provide some sensitive information, right? Now, so I'm going to talk about phishing attack. So phishing attack is a type of social engineering. You understand? Now, what is phishing attack? Pretty much, phishing attack is a type of a cyber security attack or a cyber attack in which cyber criminals lure individuals to provide some sensitive, personally identifiable information. Now, what are the types of phishing attacks? We have email phishing. Now, when we say email phishing, those cyber criminals who send you an email, right? So they want to use the email route. So they'll send you an unsolicited email, and then through that, they will try to gather some sensitive information from you. So that's one. Now, another type of phishing attack is called a spear phishing. Now, a spear phishing is when a cyber criminal targets an individual. So mostly for the email phishing, they can just send a bulk email right out. But for spear phishing, they target a specific individual or an organization, right? So it could be in the form of email. It could be any type of way of getting the information. But with a spear phishing, they target a particular individual or an organization. Now we have phishing. Phishing is just voice phishing. Now, what is phishing? Sometimes here in the United States, it's actually really normal. We always receive spam calls. Sometimes when people call, they pretend or they impersonate organizations. Sometimes they'll tell you, I'm from Google, I'm from Microsoft, I'm from this, I'm from that, right? So through that, they try to build trust, and then through the trust building process, they try to gather information from the individual. So that's voice phishing or phishing. Now, one that is really common aside the email phishing is smishing. Now, what is smishing? Smishing is basically SMS phishing. Now, it is when the cyber criminal sends you a message, a text message, or an SMS, right? Mostly the popular one, I'm gonna post a snapshot at the right side. So the popular one is sometimes you'll be there and you receive a message that says, oh, we are supposed to deliver your goods, but it's being stuck at the port. So click on this link so that we can confirm your address, etc. Sometimes you're not really expecting any kind of product, but out of curiosity, majority of the people just end up clicking on the links they provide because those messages comes with links, right? They click on the links and at the end of the day, they find themselves wanted. So these are some of the types of phishing attacks. Now, let's establish that the whole purpose of this is for a cyber criminal to find a way to gather information from you, right? Sensitive information you will not be willing to provide on a normal day. They try to find ways to get that information for their own personal gain. Now, let's talk about why, these bad people try to find those ways to gather the information. Now, one is to steal sensitive information. For instance, like a social security number, your date of birth, your address, sensitive your bank information, etc. So that is one main intent, right? Now the second one is to steal money. Of course, majority of those bad people are in this business to try to gather some money, find a way to steal money. And so when they are successful in picking up those sensitive information, they can use that in trying to find ways to sometimes get into your bank accounts, etc. to gather those monies, right, for themselves. Now, the third thing is they use that also to install malware on your phones or on your computer. Malwares like viruses or spyware. Spyware, they would use that once they get it installed on your computer, then that means they will spy everything you do. In fact, they can even find a way to operate your webcam. So anything or everything you do on the computer, they'll be able to see and they'll be able to record it. So it is really important to be educated on what a phishing attack really looks like, and also to be sensitive when you receive any unsolicited emails or even phone calls and then messages, right? Another reason why they do that is to try to find a way to take over your account. Sometimes like your Gmail, your Google accounts. Sometimes, let's say if you have access to a very, very important or sensitive application, sometimes, especially with respect to organizations, people target human beings or staff in a particular organization to try to find a way to break into the various softwares those organizations do. Now, let me pause and establish that when it comes to the aspect of cybersecurity, throughout these various organizations or companies around the world, the greatest weakness is not a technical control, but human weakness. Now, that is one thing every industry is battling with. And so that's why now for every organization you are employed in, day in, day out, they try to train their staff, try to create cybersecurity awareness. Because once you set up a technical control to mitigate or to try to prevent a particular attack, it works, right? But for humans, because we have emotions in us, people can find ways to leverage on the emotions, right, in order to be able to gather some information from us. So it's really important that for every organization, you train your staff to be able to know the attacks out there and to be cautious. Now, how would you identify that this email or this message is a potential phishing attack? One, look for suspicious sender address. Sometimes you'll be there, you just receive an email from somebody. Of course, some are just for advertisement purposes, but if you receive an email and you don't really recognize the sender, please, you have to be careful. Especially when it comes to links, don't click on any link. Now, even if it comes, the email, right, comes from somebody, let's say possibly still take a break, verify from the person, right? You can just call the person and verify to know, oh, hey, I've seen this message, did you send it to me? So you have to verify that. Now, be cautious of urgent emails. Now, the tone for phishing attacks, sometimes they make it look so urgent. You have to take action now. I'm gonna share, if not in this video, I'm gonna share an experience. Just recently, somebody tried to find a way to steal money from me, right? But thank God I have this knowledge, so I was able to quickly detect that it was a phishing attack, right? So when you receive an email and it tells you, oh, you've won this prize, we are giving out to you this, you've won this money, or you have to take action now, or something's gonna happen. That's a clear indication that, I'm not saying all, but 90% of such emails, it's a phishing attack. So you really want to be careful. Also, check for spelling mistake and grammatical errors. Not to say those guys are not smart. No, they really are. But spelling or rewriting a particular grammar wrong is another smart way they try to trick you. Because they will send an email that will pose as if the email is from a recognized organization, but sometimes they will just misspell something in it, so that will make it known, that will show that it's not from this organization, right? So you always have to check the emails and make sure there are no grammatical errors or stuff like that, right? Now also check for the font styles. Let's say if you receive an email from Microsoft, right, you can search online to know the various fonts or how Microsoft emails looks like. So once you're able to identify that, then that's going to help you to be able to know this email is original or not. And also links. Mostly these unsolicited emails, messages comes with links. So you want to be careful, right? Any email you receive that comes from that comes with a link, even if it's from a legitimate person or sender, you want to verify from the person. So these are ways you can recognize phishing attacks. Now, one important thing is, how can you protect yourself? One, you always have to verify the sources of an email or a message. That is, if you can. If you cannot and it's not really sensitive, please ignore it, right? But it's always important to find a way to verify the sources of any email or message, possibly. Also, when you receive an email and it comes with a link, this is sensitive, but you have to be careful when doing this. You just drag the mouse, right? Drag the mouse pointer and hover around the link. Now, the moment, don't click, just hover around it. So the moment you hover around that particular, I'm gonna show how that's gonna be done, right? When you hover around the link, you see that at the bottom, it's gonna provide the full link, because mostly the links will be short, right, in the email. But when you hover around, it's gonna provide at the bottom the full link, and that's gonna help you to be able to know where that is really coming from. So that is another thing, right? And also install antiviruses or anti-malware softwares. It's really important, because those things can help to block sometimes even spam emails, right? And also viruses and those spyware, so malware. So you want to find out what's the best antivirus to use. Trust me, you really want to protect yourself, right? Now, pretty much that's it. We just educated ourselves, and then about phishing attack. Please, I always say be intentional whenever you go online, because a lot of people are doing bad stuff, trying to find ways to steal people's personal information and then cause identity theft. This is really prevalent in these days. So you really want to be careful, be intentional, be cautious, right? Whatever you do over the internet, be careful. Whatever information you're sharing, you want to be careful, right? Because you never know who is watching. Now, the last thing I want to say is enable multi-factor authentication. This is really important. Many people do not see the essence in this, but trust me, it goes a long way to prevent hackers or bad cyber criminals from getting access to your system, or from taking over your computer or taking over your account. Because even if they manage to detect your password, right? If they manage to find a way to guess your password, and you've enabled the multi-factor authentication, the moment you try to log in, it's gonna ask, let's say you've used your phone as to receive a notification or to receive like a code to be able to confirm that you are the right person logging in. When a person finds a way to log in, you receive the alert on your phone, right? Then you would know somebody's trying to get into your computer. And then the first thing or the best thing you want to do in situations like that is to quickly go and change your password, right? So thank you very much for watching this video. Please kindly, once you receive the video, share so that together we can protect ourselves online. This has been Andy Tech Cyber channel. God bless you for always being there with me. Stay safe. Bye.